it's my humble opinion that a crisis in the United States among the average citizens is going to be precipitated by a banking holiday. Whether that is a cyber terrorist attack or whether that is a banking holiday because the banking system is overloaded. And like Amanda and I've talked a lot about, if you're used to walking around with no cash and an ATM card and a charge card, and all of a sudden your charge cards don't work and your ATM is shut down for 2 or 3 days, it won't take many hours for people to not be happy and walk into the streets.
I would first say that I don't think it's your humble opinion. I think it's your educated opinion. And it's not even an opinion, it's a judgment. Because in reality, the financial system has collapsed. They're only keeping it up by taking more of our money to keep pumping it into the system. Don't take any more of our money, let's see what happens. It's collapsed. And I agree totally with you that when people are unable to get their money, there can be violence and riots. However, there's always the possibilities of the false flags. Remember the Maine,
Yep.
The Gulf of Tonkin. Hey, how about that Saddam Hussein with his weapons of mass destruction and ties to Al-Qaeda? They'll say anything, do anything. They'll divert the public's attention. But the bottom line is you cannot print phantom money out of thin air based on nothing and creating next to nothing without creating a financial collapse, and they're doing it in front of us.
Well, and they're losing control of the interest rates right now. You can watch the 10-year.
The whole thing is out of control. Again, look at the people that we're looking to solve the problems, the people that fixed Katrina, the levees, the World Trade Center, that are winning the war. These people are emboldened by their failures. They're creating now the biggest bubble that we've ever seen in the world. It's called a bailout bubble. And when this one breaks apart, it'll take down the system with it. Because unlike, for instance, the dot-com bubble, the real estate bubble that we're deflating from now, the bailout bubble, now government has taken equity positions in private corporations.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole economic superstructure is now resting on the shoulders of the same people that have given us Katrina rescue quality plans, that have rebuilt the levees, that have rebuilt the World Trade Centers, that are prosecuting losing wars, and that everything they touch, they turn to garbage. These are the people who are going to fix the problems.
Hey, Gerald, let me ask you this, because there's an issue near and dear to my heart, because I happen to believe in each and every one of the amendments. I happen to believe in the Constitution for every way and for every word that it's written. And there's one amendment that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure you know which one I'm going to say. It's the Second Amendment. The minute the federal government goes out and they're going to have to disarm the American public before a banking collapse occurs. And it's my humble belief that there will have to be some event that occurs that allows the government to create a martial law situation where they'll be able to confiscate the guns on a temporary basis and not give them back. And by the way, one interesting little fact that I just found out today, it took me a little while to find this out. Our new Supreme Court nominee, Sotomayor, she not only is a pro-gun control, but she wrote in an opinion not too long ago that said Americans have no right to own a gun, no individual right to own a gun.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
that's pretty disgusting.
Well, I'm amazed because if I remember the guy standing in front of the tank in Tiananmen Square in China. Had he had a gun, that would have been a whole different situation in Tiananmen Square. I know that a disarmed public is at the mercy of a tyrannical government. I got that, and I'm so concerned right now that we've so far abused our financial system. There's no recovery from it. When Americans finally figure it out, if they are completely unarmed, they'll have no choice.
I am a believer in the Second Amendment rights, and I don't believe that we need guns to fight against the government. I don't believe it's going to come to that, and any revolution we have, we believe it can be a peaceful revolution, people's intellect rather than their brawn. What I want guns for is to protect me from the lunatics out there that are drugged out of their mind.
Oh, yeah.
They have no education. They're born into families that are totally dysfunctional. They don't have any more whatever drug they need. These are what I want my arms.
And Gerald, you are so right, because I get so frustrated when I hear people say the police will handle this.
Yeah,
Until they put on the side of the police car to prevent and serve instead of to protect and serve, no policeman can respond to a crime until it's occurred. The purpose of having a gun is to keep the crime from occurring in the first place. I'm
a close combat practitioner. I train with John Perkins of attackproof.com.
Yep.
There's no one out there that's going to protect me in a time of violence. And I don't know where it's going to come from, but I can tell you this for a fact. In Kingston, New York, where the Trends Research Institute is located, in a stone's throw distance from where I'm talking from you now, the Key Bank was robbed twice in less than a week.
Hey, Gerald, we're running. We've got about a minute and a half left here. Tell people how they can reach you and learn more about this.
They could go to our website, which is trendsresearch.com, trendsresearch.com. And what we're urging people to do now is to institute Depression-era self-defense strategies. Things are going to get ugly fast. And that's what we're writing the Trends Journal in that vein, so people can see where we are, understand how we got here, and have a good idea of how to survive and even thrive in the perilous future that's in front of us.
Yeah, I have to do this, and I can't believe I'm doing this, ending the show. This economy is so bad right now, I can't even do this. I got these terrible puns. Gerald, first of all, thanks so much for being on. We really appreciate it. Love to have you back anytime. Ron, thanks for sitting in with us today. We really appreciate that. Amanda, it's great. By the way, do you know how bad the economy is, Amanda?
Oh, Lord.
Ask me how bad the economy is.
How bad is the economy?
I'm telling you, Jewish women are marrying for love. Do you know how bad? Ask me again how bad the economy is.
How bad is the economy?
The highest paying job in America is now jury duty. Ask me one more time.
Oh, okay, how bad is the economy, Dan?
People in Africa are donating money to Americans.
Oh, Lord.
And Motel 6 won't even still leave the lights on, folks. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow here on the Wall Street Shuffle.
You've been listening to the Wall Street Shuffle with Dan Kofal. The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station or Clear Channel Communications.